Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are doing great. Happy Saturday. We got 15 matchups on this MLB slate today, so be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my links in the description below. And if you guys like betting on MLB player props, you already know, go ahead and sign up with Parlay Play. Get free entries when you guys sign up, so go ahead and hop in there. Get some nice wins. And yeah, we'll hop in here. Big slate today. Starting with the Pittsburgh Pirates versus the Cincinnati Reds. The Reds opening up as home favorites at minus 140. The Pirates plus 130 with the over-under at 7. Pitching for the Pirates is Mitch Keller with an ERA of 5.32. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Reds is Robert Duggar with an ERA of 5.06. His last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 2 strikeouts. A lot of games were postponed yesterday, so they were supposed to play yesterday. Pitt 3-7 in their last 10. Cincinnati 1-9 in their last 10. Yeah, I like the Pirates on the road here. Not sure I love the Reds. Still haven't gotten a win in a long time. Pirates getting pretty good plus money. And I'm rolling with the Pirates on the road. Next matchup, we have a doubleheader again. We have the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Cincinnati Reds. The Pirates opening up as home favorites at minus 120. Cincinnati plus 100. With the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Pirates is JT Brubaker with an ERA of 6.20. Let's see. Yeah, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for the Reds is Connor Overton with an ERA of 1.69. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 3 strikeouts. Yeah, doubleheader. We're going to see what happens here. I'm not in love with doubleheaders, but if I had to pick, I'm going to take the Pirates again. I know, Overton's been good for the Reds. Do what you want with the Reds, but until they can muster up some wins, going to be hard betting Cincinnati. Rolling with Pittsburgh on the road. Next matchup, we have the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the Chicago Cubs. This is another doubleheader here. Dodgers opening up as road favorites at minus 235. Chicago plus 195 with the over-under at 8.5. The last start, pitching for the Dodgers is Clayton Kershaw with an ERA of 2.35. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 7 strikeouts. Pitching for the Cubs is Drew Smyly with an ERA of 2.79. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, and had 4 strikeouts. Dodgers on a 3-game winning streak right now. Cubs just 3-7 in their last 10. Cubs 1-7 at home. Not really getting it done at home here. Yeah, rolling with the Dodgers. Game 1 on the road. Love Kershaw on the mound. Rolling with the Dodgers. Next matchup, we have the Texas Rangers versus the New York Yankees. Yankees opening up as home favorites at minus 182. Texas plus 140 with the over-under at 6.5. Pitching for the Rangers is Glenn Otto with an ERA of 2.89. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, and had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Yankees is Garrett Cole with an ERA of 3.0. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, and had 6 strikeouts. We're getting a lot of makeup games today, so I picked a lot of these games yesterday. Rangers on a 4-game winning streak. Yankees 9-1 in their last 10. Texas on a 6-game losing streak against the Yankees. And yeah, Garrett Cole's looked really good in his last 2 starts. I'm going to roll with the Yankees at home. Next matchup, we have the Oakland Athletics versus the Minnesota Twins. The Twins opening up as home favorites at -188. Oakland +178 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for Oakland is James Caprillion with an ERA of 18.0. His last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 4 runs and had 2 strikeouts. Pitching for the Twins is Sonny Gray with an ERA of 5.68. His last start, he pitched 1 inning, gave up 2 runs and had 1 strikeout. Oakland 2-8 in their last 10. They're on a 7-game losing streak. Minnesota 7-3 in their last 10. Did beat Oakland yesterday 2-1. Oakland kind of on a bad losing streak here. Minnesota 7-0 at home, where they've been very solid. Caprillion didn't look good really in his debut. I'm going to roll with the Twins at home. Next matchup, we have the Toronto Blue Jays versus the Cleveland Guardians. Toronto opening up as a road favorite at -135. Cleveland +125 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Blue Jays is Kevin Gausman with an ERA of 2.27. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 2 runs and had 10 strikeouts. Pitching for the Guardians is Shane Bieber with an ERA of 2.76. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run and had 7 strikeouts. Another makeup game. Toronto did lose that game 2 days ago, 6-5. I liked Toronto in this game when they were supposed to play yesterday. I do like Kevin Gausman on the mound. Coming off that loss against the Guardians, I like Blue Jays to bounce back. Rolling with Toronto on the road. Next matchup with the Detroit Tigers versus the Houston Astros. Houston opening up as home favorites at -180. Detroit +170 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Tigers is Eduardo Rodriguez with an ERA of 5.33. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs and had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for Houston is Framber Valdez with an ERA of 3.42. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs and had 2 strikeouts. Detroit on a 3-game losing streak. They've won the last 2 matchups against Houston 3-2. Houston on a 5-game winning streak. Playing pretty good here on a good run. Do like Framber on the mound for Houston. Rolling with the Astros at home. Next matchup, we have the New York Mets versus the Philadelphia Phillies. The Mets opening up as road favorites at -111. The Phillies -111 too, so it's in a pick'em scenario with the over-under at 7. Pitching for the Mets is Max Scherzer with an ERA of 2.61. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs and had 9 strikeouts. Pitching for the Phillies is Kyle Gibson with an ERA of 2.93. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 0 runs and had 3 strikeouts. The Mets did beat Philly 8-7 a few days ago in their first matchup. Mets 5-1 against Philly. I do like the Mets on the road here. I do love Max Scherzer coming off one of his worst games of the season. I think he bounces back here, taking the Mets on the road. Next matchup, we have the Chicago White Sox versus the Boston Red Sox. The White Sox. This is another game that's just I don't see much info on. That's just how it's going to be. Pitching for the White Sox is Dylan Cease with an ERA of 2.48. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs and had 11 strikeouts. Pitching for the Red Sox is Nick Pivetta with an ERA of 4.10. His last start, he pitched 3 innings, pitched 4 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Red Sox, okay, that was Nick Pivetta. I messed that up. Dylan Cease pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, and had 11 strikeouts. There we go. The White Sox beat Boston yesterday 4-2 on a 4-game winning streak. Boston 1-5 in their last 6 right now. They're kind of struggling a bit. The White Sox 5-2 against Boston. I do like Dylan Cease on the mound. We'll see what the line ends up being. I feel like the White Sox are probably going to be favorites with Nick Pivetta on the mound. Nick Pivetta has been not so great for the Red Sox here. I'm going to roll with the White Sox on the road. Next matchup, we have the Kansas City Royals versus the Baltimore Orioles. The Orioles opening up as home favorites at -120. The Royals +100 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Royals is Carlos Hernandez with an ERA of 6.0. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Pitching for the Orioles is Jordan Lyles with an ERA of 4.50. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 6 strikeouts. Kansas City coming off a 10-0 loss against St. Louis. Baltimore on a 2-game winning streak. Baltimore 13-4 at home against Kansas City, where they've been solid. Yeah, I like the Orioles at home here. Lyles has been, he's been decent here. Just not in love with Kansas City. They're 1-5 in their last 6. Gonna roll with the Orioles at home. Next matchup, we have the St. Louis Cardinals versus the San Francisco Giants. Giants opening up as home favorites at -160. St. Louis +135 with the over-under at 6.5. Pitching for the Cardinals is Steven Matz with an ERA of 4.56. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, and had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for the Giants is Logan Webb with an ERA of 3.26. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Cardinals on a 3-game winning streak. They've beaten the Giants in the last 2 games. Giants on a 5-game losing streak right now. St. Louis 5-2 on the road, where they've been very solid. San Francisco 1-5 at home. Yeah, I like Cardinals +1.5 on the road. Won the last 2 matchups. Giants struggling here. Give me Cardinals +1.5. Next matchup, we have the Milwaukee Brewers versus the Atlanta Braves. Both teams in a pick'em scenario at -110 with the over-under at 6.5. Pitching for the Brewers is Corbin Burns with an ERA of 1.93. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 10 strikeouts. Pitching for the Braves is Max Fried with an ERA of 3.0. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Brewers on a 4-game winning streak, beat the Braves 6-3 yesterday. Braves 1-3 in their last 4. Brewers 6-0 on the road right now, playing very well on the road. In a pick'em scenario, I'm gonna lean with the Brewers. I like Corbin Burns on the mound, and the Brewers just playing better, playing good baseball. 9-1 in their last 10. Been pretty dominant here lately. Rolling with the Brewers on the road. Next matchup, we have the Colorado Rockies versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. Both teams in a pick'em at -110 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Rockies is Kyle Freeland with an ERA of 4.85. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for the Diamondbacks is Zach Davies with an ERA of 4.24. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Yeah, Colorado lost 4-1 against Arizona yesterday. Arizona on a 4-game winning streak. They're 8-2 in their last 10. Colorado 0-5 on the road right now. A pretty even pitching matchup here. I'm going to take Arizona on the road, Arizona at home on a winning streak, playing good baseball, rolling with the Diamondbacks at home. Next matchup, we have the Miami Marlins versus the San Diego Padres. Padres opening up as home favorites at -130. Miami +110 with the over-under at 6.5. Pitching for the Marlins is Pablo Lopez with an ERA of 1.61. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Pitching for the Padres is Sean Manaea with an ERA of 3.60. His last start, he pitched 3 innings, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 6 strikeouts. Miami on a 6-game losing streak. They've lost the last 2 matchups against San Diego. San Diego 8-2 in their last 10. 4-1 at home against Miami. Yeah, I like the Padres at home. Miami's on a huge losing streak. Not in love with them at all. Taking the Padres at home. Next matchup, we have the Washington Nationals versus the Los Angeles Angels. Angels opening up as home favorites at -177. The Nationals +120 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Nationals is Josiah Gray with an ERA of 3.12. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Pitching for the Angels is Michael Lorenzen with an ERA of 3.04. His last start, he pitched 8 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 2 strikeouts. Washington on a 3-game losing streak. Did lose to the Angels yesterday, 3-0. They're 1-5 on the road against the Angels. Angels 6-0 at home, where they've been playing pretty solid. Yeah, I like the Angels at home here. Looked good yesterday. And the Nationals kind of struggling here on a 3-game losing streak. I'm going to roll with the Angels at home. Next matchup, we have the Tampa Bay Rays versus the Seattle Mariners. Tampa Bay opening up as a road favorite at -123. Seattle +113 with the over-under at 7. Pitching for the Rays is Drew Rasmussen with an ERA of 3.13. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 3 strikeouts. Pitching for the Mariners is Marco Gonzalez with an ERA of 4.05. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 2 strikeouts. Tampa on a 5-game winning streak right now. On a 2-game winning streak against Seattle, winning 8-7 yesterday. Seattle 1-9 in their last 10. They've had a rough patch here. Tampa Bay 7-0 on the road. Yeah, I'm rolling with the Rays on the road here. Mariners, they've just looked awful. Taking Tampa Bay on the road. Next matchup, we have the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the Chicago Cubs. It is game 2. Can't really find any lines on it, but I do have the pictures for it. Pitching for the Dodgers is Tyler Anderson with an ERA of 2.55. And then pitching for the Cubs is Daniel Norris with an ERA of 6.0. Dodgers 4-1 in their last 5 right now. The Cubs just 1-4 in their last 5. Yeah, rolling with Dodgers in both games here. Sticking with LA. Then the last matchup, we have the Toronto Blue Jays versus the Cleveland Guardians in game 2. Pitching for the Toronto is Ross Stripling with an ERA of 3.79. And then pitching for the Guardians is Tristan McKenzie with an ERA of 2.70. The Blue Jays 2-3 in their last 5. Guardians 4-1 in their last 5. They did beat Toronto in that last matchup. We're going to see how they do here. In a doubleheader situation, I'm going to lean with Toronto in both the games. Just not in love with doubleheaders. So do what you want with the doubleheaders here, but I'm going to stick with the Blue Jays in both matchups. And that's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Saturday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Sunday. Have a good one.